All right. Hey guys, thanks so much for checking this video out. We're so glad that you're a part of this group. And I know a lot of you had questions, and we're going to do our very best to answer those questions today. So we are going to get started. One of the first question is our products and Shakeology and our supplements FDA approved? The FDA does not actually approve dietary supplements, but they do have guidelines that they set out for manufacturing, and we do follow those. Beachbody as a company follows those guidelines and regulations. Someone else had the question about startup cost and fees. I know a lot of other companies, you have to buy inventory and have it in your home, and there's a huge initial investment. That is not the case with Beachbody. The only initial investment is going to be when you purchase your program to get started on your own journey. So you'll sign up as a coach, you'll figure out what program you want to start with. Once you purchase that, you're enrolled, you're signed up as a coach. There's no other initial investment. As far as a monthly fee is concerned, there is a monthly fee of $15.95. Again, there's not a huge monthly investment that you have to pay to be a coach. It's just that $15.95 to maintain your website, and we will get into that as the week progresses as well. But again, no initial large initial investment. There's no products that you're going to keep in your house. Beachbody does all of the shipping, and they send everything directly to your customer. Nothing comes through you. Another question was, how do you encourage somebody when you're not a size 2 and you're not where you want to be on your fitness journey? A lot of times, if you are the size that is your goal, people can't relate to you. So that's actually going to be a huge advantage if you're still on your journey and can share that with somebody else. And when you do, excuse my little girl in the background. And when you do reach those goals, or if you're already at your goal when you start coaching, you can talk about what Beachbody has done for you physically, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, financially. All of these things you can share with your customers and just your followers, in general. There's so many other things besides the physical transformation that happens with this company, and you can share that as well. And again, you'll learn more about that as you start your journey, as you begin coaching. There's, again, other aspects to this just other than the physical exterior. How do I get going? How do I start on this journey? I say the first thing you can do is just start sharing with people. Start sharing on social media. Start sharing with your neighbors, your family. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them about your own personal fitness journey that you're on. And the more you share and the more you start to transform, people are going to want to know what you're doing. We are going to offer training. We have online training. Beachbody offers training. Our team, our upline, is going to offer you training, videos, calls. All that is going to be right there to help you get started. But again, I think the first big step is just for you to start sharing and just to open up and be a little vulnerable and tell people what you're doing. So I'm going to throw it to our next coach here, and they're going to answer a few more questions.
Mommy. Okay, so thanks, Christy, for going over those. I've just got a couple more that have been asked that I'm going to go over. So the first one is, can I do this while I'm working or I'm going to school? I have 2 coaches on my team that are currently going to school, and they're able to balance it. This job, you really can spend as much time on it or as little time on it as you would like, because we have just some focused activities that you should be doing every day, or try to be doing every day, just to move your business along. But you can get those done in 30 minutes, or you can get them done in an hour. It just depends how much time you want to commit to it. And then, like, I am also, besides a Beachbody coach and a mom and a wife and all that stuff, I am a high school volleyball and track coach. And I've been able to totally balance and maintain both. And I have a 3-week-old. So I'm still moving my business forward. So got a lot going on, but it's definitely manageable. So you just have to work on some time management skills and really doing the activities that are going to help move your business forward. So that's the first question. The next one is, can I maintain a running theme or to my coaching? So I think that really just touches on having a brand. And you absolutely can. It's good to know what your brand is, the type of people that you want to attract to your business. So for runners, there's a lot of coaches that run and that have used the Beachbody programs as kind of cross-training to help their running times get better. I know that my mile time since I've started, because I like to run, I ran in college, I was a sprinter then, and now I like to run longer distances, but I've shaved 3 minutes off my mile time. I've gone to 10.5-minute mile to now doing a 7.5-minute mile when I'm at my best. So you absolutely can. Having a brand is important, and knowing who you want to attract to your business is a very important part of that. So you absolutely can maintain any sort of theme or brand that you want. Training from a coach. Do we get training on like how to run a challenge group and stuff like that? You're definitely never alone in this business. Our big team, there's over like 600 coaches now, I believe, and we've got our own private Facebook group that you can go to and ask any questions. If your sponsor coach isn't available, there's so many people that are always willing to share. But as far as your sponsor coach goes, I know like all of us, we have times where you can sign up to call and have a one-on-one conversation each, you could do it each week to kind of make sure that you're on track, to make sure that you're doing the activities that will help you to reach your goals. If you want to help 3 people a month, which is usually a pretty, a goal that a lot of us have, then you can basically check in and with your coach every day. We also like to assign something called a success partner, which is another coach that we think you would be compatible with, that you guys can, besides having a relationship with us as your sponsor coach, you can have another relationship with them. And it'd be like an opportunity to every week or every day, depending on what you want to do, just check in and say, hey, I'm inviting 5 people right now. Let me know when you have your 5 done. Or just something like that to help you stay on track. It's been great to have accountability partners for us. We each have one. And so, in turn, we want to take what's going well in our business and teach you guys. And, once we do that, then you can go and run with it and you can build that successful business too. So it doesn't make sense for us to just sign up a bunch of different coaches and leave them hanging out to dry. That's not how it works. So, yeah, that answers that question. And then, okay, so my last one. So being a product of the product. So the question is, how can I motivate others and also keep myself accountable at the same time? So we have something in this business called 3 vital behaviors. One of them is being a product of the product. So I think that's a really important one. If you personally aren't getting your workout in, or you're not thinking about what you're eating, you're not making good choices there, then it's going to be harder for you to inspire and motivate others to do the same. So people will always know if you are on your journey and not. We don't preach perfection at all, but just progress. You're just trying to make better decisions, trying to have a healthier lifestyle so you can have a better life. And we're just here as coaches to help motivate others to do the same for themselves, because we've been able to change our lives and for the better by doing it ourselves. So the reason we signed up for coaches is because we kind of almost have this moral obligation, because it's done so many great things for us as coaches and as people, that we now have to share it with the world because it's done great things. So if you're not holding yourself accountable, and then it's just harder to motivate and inspire others to do the same. But as a coach, it makes it so much easier to keep yourself accountable, to keep pushing play every day, to get your workouts in, to make a better choice. Like last night, I had an opportunity to have cottage cheese and pineapple or candy, and I made the cottage cheese and pineapple choice. So, and I think that I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't a coach, but I always feel, better about making those choices. So those are my questions. So Jessie, it is all you, girl.
Okay, one of my questions is, how do you deal with negative people? You're going to have negative people, whether it's coaching or no matter what it is that you're trying to do. In my experience, the people that you want to attract, the people you want to be clients and that sort of things, or eventually be on your team of coaches, are going to be the people that are not going to be negative to you. When I first started this business, someone very close to me was actually the most negative person about it. And you'll have that just because of the type of business that it is. But at the same time, you're not here for those negative people. You're here to help people. And in my experience, the negative ones are the ones that need it the most. So keep doing what you're doing. Don't let it discourage you. And one day they'll come around and you will help them more than you know. My next question is, can we run this as a part of a blog platform? I actually have a coach that has dipped into that a little bit. Just as a coach, everybody can choose which platform they want. Our 3 is just Facebook. There is several different coaches that are super successful on Instagram and that sort of thing. So I think as far as coaching, it is your business. So you have to figure out what works best for you. As long as you're not overloading yourself and taking on more than you want. This business is actually super simple. A lot of people just try to pack on a lot of things and make it more difficult. So as far as a blog platform, if that is the route you want to go, absolutely, you totally can, 100%. Just make sure that you have followers and you have that clientele following you on the blog maybe, so you don't get easily discouraged. I think that's kind of why Facebook makes our business so easily, because we have those followers and we have those friend requests and that sort of thing. So my next one is it a pyramid scheme? And I'm going to touch on this one because specifically it said It Works or Mary Kay. And at one point in time, I actually, first of all, pyramid scheme is illegal. There is no such thing. But I did one time work for a multi-level marketing company outside of this one. It is for skincare. And as in my personal opinion with it, every sale that I made as far as commission, if I sold Christy, some skincare or something like that, I would really be hoping on that, the auto ship, that sort of thing. This business is not like that as far as that's concerned. Also, my upline in the skincare business, if I sold Christy a product, I made 5% of it and my upline made 20 every single time. So no matter how successful I was, I could never get ahead of my upline. And this one is totally different than that. We will touch on that more tomorrow because we're going to do an entire video on compensation and how we get planned and that sort of thing. But as far as it being a pyramid scheme, no, it is not. As far as your upline being able to make, as far as you being able to make more money than your upline, you can totally do. Your upline does not make the commission side of the business for you, whereas the one that I was in before did. And also, how do you get followers? On Facebook, you constantly, for an example, you can do a business like page. Everybody that goes to that business like page is there because they want to follow you on your fitness and nutrition journey. You can also pay Facebook $5 to run an ad, and that boosts you some more likes. You can run this from your personal Facebook page, and you already have how many friend requests? How many friends on your Facebook do you currently have? Go and look at it. I'm sure it's over 1,000, everybody in this group. So right there alone is 1,000 people that are following you. Cut that in half and make it females if you want to. You can train males also. So that right there is your market starting off with from your personal page. Secondly, it would be, like I said, if you decide to do a like page. I run from both. Christy Borders runs from both. Christy Anderson works from her personal page. All 3 equally successful. All 3 still have those followers. Also, as you grow and you're in this business longer, word of mouth, just like, someone has a friend who signed up with you and they see, they love the products and stuff like that. They're going to go tell their friend to come and talk to you and potentially be in a challenge group also. And then Facebook also constantly has the people you may know. and you always know some people. So think about anybody from who you went to high school with, to college. The sky's the limit as far as how to get followers. And that is just a big thing about how, if you do join as a coach, we will train you how to work the business on Facebook also. But there's so many different ways to share this journey. Like, if you're on your own journey, which, you need to be in order to be a coach, if you work out today, then post a little fitness video. There's people that share it with others. There's people that like it from seeing it on their newsfeed, that sort of thing. That's a way to share the fitness side. Or maybe you have a healthy recipe that you're cooking tonight and you do a little video clip of it, or you take a picture, you post the recipe, and people will share it and tag their family members or friends in it. Or maybe they'll share it so they'll keep it, have it to keep, to look back on. So that is gaining followers also, because no matter who likes your stuff, their friends see what they're liking. So if your friend likes your fitness video, then that opens it all the way up on her page, especially if she shares it. So as far as having followers, Facebook makes it so simple for this business to be grown, and different ways to share it in a way that's not product pushers. And this business is not about pushing products or anything like that. It's about helping people. And the main, one of the ways to do that is to be on your journey alone. So if you're sitting here and you're trying to figure out how do you get followers, or how do you get the clientele and stuff like that, if you're on the journey yourself, if you decide to sign up, if you decide to do home workouts, that sort of thing, and share healthy recipes, the followers are going to come. Just as simple as that. Just from watching you do the workouts alone, or watching you drink the Shakeology. If you take a picture of it, and like Christy right now could take a picture of her and Logan drinking her Shakeology and post their little selfie on Facebook, not spitting products about it, not talking about what it costs or anything, just literally talking about her journey on it, and her and Logan and her day, or that sort of thing. So there's a ton of different ways that you can talk about this opportunity on Facebook and attract clients to you without it being about the products and the programs. And that will be more extensively trained, next week, if you decide to join as a coach when we move on into a coach training group. I think that's all as far as the questions go. If you have any questions that were not seen, that we did not cover, please comment below under this video so we can kind of keep the same thread, so it would be a lot easier for us to see, because there's so many people in this group that if you're posting them individually, we're having to scroll through the whole page. So if there's a question that was not answered during this video, then please make it a comment underneath this video, and we will try to answer it the best way that we can. But like I said, as far as compensation and getting paid, I know that's a big question for everybody of curiosity, and there will be a separate video tomorrow about that alone, because that's kind of it needs a day to itself so everybody can understand it. So hope everybody has a good day, and like we said, if there's a question that hasn't been answered, post it in the comment section below.